This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. October 10th is World Mental Health Day, and this year we're saying thank you, therapists. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win, can change lives. This World Mental Health Day, BetterHelp is honoring those connections and the therapists who make them possible, while showing how easy it is to get guidance from a licensed therapist online with BetterHelp. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PFF. That's betterhelp.com/PFF. All right, let's get to the top 25 right now. Maybe a little controversial top 25, I'm not going to lie. We'll get to it. I'll try to explain some of it at the very top. Let's go over to number one, though. Miami's number one. I get it. Ohio State's looked great this year, but I moved Miami up. I think just the resume right now, and Ohio State, if Ohio State beats Illinois next week, they might jump up to number one again. Ohio State's number two, A&M at three. This is the one I think people are going to be like, what are you talking about? I think A&M's resume has been outstanding this year, and also, I know Oregon's on a bye. That Penn State loss to UCLA does hurt the Oregon resume a little bit. Now, of course, if Oregon beats Indiana, they'll move back up and probably even higher than number three, too. But A&M, as of right now, they beat Notre Dame, they beat Auburn, they beat Mississippi State. Oregon beat Penn State, but Penn State lost to UCLA. So that's why they're number four right now. I know they won't be, but that's why I have them number four. Ole Miss number five. Let's go to the rest of the top 25 really quickly, too. Bama, number six. After the big win, Oklahoma 7, Texas Tech 8, Indiana 9, Georgia 10, LSU 11, Georgia Tech 12, Tennessee 13, Missouri 14, Virginia all the way up to number 15 now after their big win over Louisville. Number 16, you got Illinois, 17, BYU, 18, Vanderbilt, 19, Michigan, 20, Notre Dame, 21, Memphis, 22, USF, 23, Cincinnati, joining the top 25 now. Iowa State 24, and Washington now at 25 with their comeback win over Maryland this week, too.
What a win for Washington. My brother was on Maryland money line, and he was hot over that Washington one.
We're at the top, so one, Miami being one, and two, A&M being over Oregon. I think that's the two things people talk about the most.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with either. When you look at Oregon, I know they've beaten a couple other Power 4 teams in Northwestern and Oklahoma State, but those teams are really struggling. And you just look at what A&M has done so far. Mississippi State's a good team.
Yep.
Auburn's a pretty good team. That's a good win. Notre Dame at Notre Dame. The resume tells you. The resume actually says you could maybe put them at number 2.
Yeah.
If we're being honest here. And Miami, I like just to think about Miami and how much Miami and the way they're beating teams is twisting all of the opinions on everybody else, right? And I think about, okay, well, are the Florida Gators actually good and Miami just made them look so bad that, like, we couldn't believe in them? Is it USF? You have USF ranked in there, I think, and rightfully so. They got a big win over Charlotte this week by 28 or 30, something like that. You know, and you look at how we're judging Notre Dame now when they lost to Miami, but that was only by 3. So now you go, okay, is that kind of fine, especially since they came back in that game? And it kind of makes a case for, think about those 2 losses Notre Dame has. And then you start making the case for, okay, if they run the table and those are the 2 losses, they're going to be fine. So I think there's that. And then I think the other thing everybody's going to notice there, and I think, again, rightfully so, 2 teams noticeably absent, Texas and Penn State. I think
they have not beaten a Power 4 team yet.
We are far enough in, and we are far enough into the year where you can stop just basing this poll on just talent level on paper.
You lose to UCLA and you lose to, I know Florida's better than UCLA, but you lose to Florida and UCLA.
Texas.
You have not been a Power 4 team yet, you're not in the top 25.
Texas,
I'm sorry.
Texas, Penn State, Clemson.
No.
Don't really care what the roster looks like at this point.
Yeah.
You've lost some games. You got to prove something now.
Definitely. How about this, Dalton? Week 4, number 1, Ohio State. Week 5, Miami. Week 6, Ohio State. Week 7, Miami. I've just I flip flop back and forth the number one team in the country, which I actually feel bad for our graphics guys here at PFF because they make beautiful graphics. Whenever I have a new number one team in the country, I've just been flip flopping the same one over and over again. They just continue to just another one.
Is it going to be the same next week? Miami's off this week, I think.
Believe, and Ohio State plays Illinois, so Ohio State beats Illinois. They'll
so
probably be
just
number
gonna
one.
Do it to them again.
Well, if Oregon beats Indiana, though, they might be number one.
Got an argument.